to another great week. I hope that you guys had a really good weekend. I hope that you guys got to get outside and enjoy this outdoor weather. It's been wonderful, hasn't it? Okay, let's get started, shall we? The first thing we need to do is our reading objectives, and our reading objectives have changed because you guys did such a great job writing sentences about the character, right? And being able to write about the character. You did the gingerbread man, and so good job. So we can move on. So let's go over our objectives. So for reading, we will ask and answer questions to demonstrate comprehension. Now there's some pretty tricky words here. Demonstrate is another way to say show, okay? So when you demonstrate, you show what you know. So I'm going to put a little picture of like a little TV, kind of like a show, right? You show what you know. They show you their picture, okay? And then comprehension is another tricky word. Comprehension means that you understand what you're reading. I know a lot of students who want to read really, really fast, and then I say, what did you read? And they go, I don't know, it was about a dog. So it's important that when we are working on comprehension that we understand what's happening in the story. It's kind of like eating a big, fat, juicy steak, and you chew it, and then you spit it out. That's not good, right? Same thing for reading. Reading and comprehending is understanding what you're reading, okay? So we're going to be able to ask and answer questions to show that we know how to understand a book, and this next book is one of my favorites. And now next, we're going to be able to write a paragraph with a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a conclusion. Guess what, guys? We have already been doing that. And I will show you guys the table activity that I did for you guys earlier in the school year. Okay, so let's get started. Cool. We're going to be doing some phonics magic eating work. I'm going to be reading you one of my favorite stories, our read aloud, and then we're going to work on writing for today. Does that sound great? Cool. So let's get started with our magic E, but we're going to look at our old friends that we have been using all year. This is our bossy R. Remember, O-R makes or, as in fork. Now this is a little new one. O-W makes the O as in snow, and it also makes the ow as in plow. So that's a tricky one. O-ox, ah. A-Y spray, A. And that's a vowel team, so those vowel teams always stay together. U-N-K trunk, unk. S-S miss, is. Not is. S. O-N-K honk, onk. And nap, n. J-jam, j. O-N-G strong, ong. X-fox, x. Y-yo-yo, y. I have another bossy R. Remember we talked about those controlled R's or bossy R's? That I and that R tells that I to say as in squirt. Okay, it makes the sound. Another bossy R. The U-R, again, it makes the sound. Oh gosh, look at this, guys. U-R as in surf, it makes I-R as in squirt makes Both of these controlled R syllables make the sound Very interesting. S-H ship, sh. O-E toe, O. F-N, f. I-N-D, find, eind. I-N-K, wink, ink. U-N-G, stung, ung. O-L-D, cold, old. T-H, that, T-H, then, K-kit, k. V, van, v. B, bat, b. And please don't add that schwa. Don't add the right? Because if you say it buh, you're going to add a U and it's wrong. So it's b. C-K, clock, k. And this is usually at the end of a word. W-H, whisk, wha. Remember, please, that H is silent. Okay, so don't try to sound it out. It makes the same sound like wha. E, bed, A-N-K, bank, ank. A-ax, A-N-G, sang, ang. And I hit I. And remember, when you're making the I sound and you say I, your mouth is going up. Let's look at it. I, I, I. Did you guys notice that? Very interesting. So make sure that when you're saying this I sound, your mouth is going up. I. Okay? And you up. So good job with those. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at that magic E again. So Miss Cuba has the word. Let's sound it out. First, we always have to do what with our vowels? We always underline our vowels. Okay? And the reason why we underline our vowels is it's going to help us be better word detectives, okay? So what happens here is we have the consonant and the consonant blocking it in. So it makes right? It makes an E sound, And when you're thinking about the E, your mouth goes kind of straight across, Do you guys see that? Practice with me, Okay? So let's sound this out. Het. Now Miss Cuba's going to do it. I'm going to add my magic E. And what is that going to do? Let's see, I'm going to make that, I'm going to cross that out because it doesn't say anything. And now that vowel says its name, it says E. Now let's try and sound that out. Eat. Pete. And Pete is the name of a man, or maybe you have an Uncle Pete. It seems like everybody has an Uncle Pete. I don't know. Okay, very good job. So now here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to close your eyes. This is an important part. Okay, so you have to close your eyes because you're just listening. A lot of what we do in reading, first we have to listen to the sounds to make sure that we are understanding what we're doing. So we're just going to listen, okay? I'm going to say a word, and if you hear the E sound that says E, you're going to give me a thumbs up, okay? Let's look at the word Steve. Do you hear the E in Steve? You should have your thumb up. Very good. What about Zeke? Zeke. Do you hear the E in Zeke? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Good job. And can you make sure your eyes are closed because you have to listen for that E sound. Okay. What about the word theme? Theme. Theme. Thumbs up. Very good. What about the word test? Test. Do you hear the E or the Very good. So that has the not the E, right? Pet, pet. That does not have, very good. That does not have the E sound that you're listening for. And what about the word Eve? Eve. Thumbs up if you hear the E sound. Very good. You guys are doing such a great job. Okay, So remember our old friend, our letter sets? I'm sorry you don't have yours. I know I wish that you guys did. But today we're going to be working with our letter set, okay? And we're going to be making letters. But the first thing we always have to do is tap them out, right? And then we think about it and then we make it, okay? So again, are you guys ready? Let's make the word Eve. First, let's tap it out. Eve, Eve. Okay, so I know it starts with an E. And then I heard a V. Where's my V? But now there has to be that, right now that just says Ev. I have to add something to make it Eve. What can I add? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking the magic E? So that magic E makes that E say its name, Eve. Genius. Okay, so let's point to it, Eve, Eve, and then say it faster, Eve. You guys are amazing. Okay, so now when we're done with our word, we have to spell it away. So we go E, V, and I put our magic E back down here. Okay, now we're going to make the next word theme. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is tap it out. Theme. Oh, it has a tricky sound. Theme. Okay, the theme. Okay, so what am I looking for? Miss Cuba is looking for something that I don't think I have on my board. But that's okay, I'll put it. We are teachers, so we improvise. The TH makes the th, and then E. So right now, if I really look at this, this would say them, a them. But I was trying to make it into the word theme. So what do I need to add? You guys are so smart. I need to add my magic E. Now let's see what happens. Theme. You guys are amazing. Okay. So let's spell it away. Are you ready? Sorry, this is kind of tricky to hold. T, H, E, M, and the magic E goes back down. Okay, now the next one is somebody's name. And this name is Zeke. So let's sound it out first. Let's tap it out. Z, E, K, Zeke. Okay, so I have the Z, and then I have the E. Okay, K. And remember, it could be the CK, but for this word, this name, it's not the CK. Z, and right now it says Zek. How can I make it to be Zeke? What do I need to add? The magic E. Very good. Now let's sound it out. Z-E-K. Zeke. Oh, you guys are amazing. You guys are getting so good. Now let's spell it away. Ooh. Z. E. Ah! A runaway letter. K. Magic E. And I will pick those up. You guys are doing such a great job with our word detectives. So that's a little bit about our phonics magic E. So this next book is one of my favorite books of all times. You will love it too. This book is called Wimberly Worried. And I love Wimberly. She's one of my favorite characters of all time. So we're going to look at this character, and her feelings are going to change from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. So your objective, your mission, is to think about how her feelings have changed, okay? So I'm going to read this book to you guys, and then we will move on. Does that sound like a plan? Cool. Oh, I love this book. It's my favorite. Wimberly worried about everything. Big things. I wanted to make sure you were still there. And look, she's shining a flashlight on her parents. Oh my goodness. Little things. Mama, what if I shrink? And things in between. So she was worried about spilling her grape juice, and then she was worried about shrinking in the bathtub. Wimberly worried in the morning. She worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. And I love the grandma's shirt. And it says, go with the flow. I kind of feel like grandmas are very special, magical creatures. Yeah. At home, Wimberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall. What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiators make. What if there's a snake inside? And a radiator usually brings heat inside of a house. And usually these are in older houses. At the playground, Wimberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars in the jungle gyms. And she always worried about her doll, Petal. And then here's what she says. Too rusty, too loose, too high. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I found her, sweetie. Petal's lost forever. And it says, I'll wait for you while Petal's getting washed. Do you guys see that? Oh my goodness. I love Wimberly. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wimberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wimberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal wouldn't have any ears left at all. And look at her rubbing all of those ears. On her birthday, Wimberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. Look, she has a lot of people at her party. But then Wimberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. Oh my goodness, that Wimberly. Have you guys ever worried about anything? Yeah, I think that we all right now are a little bit worried. But the cool thing is there's a lot of fun things and a lot of suggestions that I can give you and your parents can give you that can help us through this. It's kind of a time where we are a little bit worried, right? We're kind of like Wimberly, and that's okay. Being worried is a normal emotion, okay? On Halloween, Wimberly worried that there'd be too many butterflies in the parade because she's dressed like a butterfly. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried because she was the only one. Oh, man. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Soon Wimberly had a new worry. School. Wimberly worried about the start of school more than anything else that she worried about before. And here are all of her worries. By the time the first day arrived, Wimberly had such a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher's mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? And we are going to stop right here, and we will finish it for the next time. But the cool thing that I wanted to show you guys that we're going to move on to is our writing piece, okay? So I will come right back. I'm super excited, and let's get started with our writing. Hi! It's magic. Things just magically appear. Okay, let's get back to our writing, okay? So, Miss Cuba I love this book. It's one of my favorite books. I can't wait to show you how it ends because I think her worries start to subside or become less, okay? So, what I have for you is a paragraph because that's what we have to do. We have to write a paragraph with a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a conclusion. Okay, so the topic sentence introduces what you're going to write about. You can't just start a sentence and say, I like cars. Cars are awesome. If you can't do that. You have to kind of let the reader know what you're going to be writing about. So, Miss Cuba's topic sentence says, in the book Wimberly Worried by Kevin Hanks, Wimberly is a blank character. Now, this topic sentence tells me that I'm going to be writing about a character named who? Wimberly. But I need help giving her an adjective, okay? And an adjective describes. So, how would we describe Wimberly? I'm going to give you some think time. What do we describe Wimberly? Such great answers. Okay, so I would say that she's a worried character. What do you guys think? Yeah. So I would write a worried character. So now let's reread it. In the book Wimberly Worried by Kevin Hanks, Wimberly is a worried character. Now, I have to come up with 3 reasons why she's worried. And good readers, go back to the text. You can go back to this text. You can rewind my read aloud. That's totally cool. Good readers go back. Okay? So, you have to kind of keep talking about why she's a worried character. You can't say that she has a dolly named Petal. You can, only if you say, Wimberly worried about her doll named Petal. That would be a good reason. And please don't add a sentence that says, cars are cool. Does it have anything to do with my paragraph? No! We have to kind of stay on topic. And we know we're going to be writing about Wimberly is a worried character. You're going to give me 3 reasons why she's a worried character, and then we'll talk about a conclusion, okay? So, what is the first reason why she's worried? What does she worry about? The first reason is, we can say Wimberly worries about, okay, Wimberly worries about who? About, what do you think she worries? What was the first thing she worries about? She was worrying at the beginning. She worried about pretty much everything, right? She worried about the tree. She worried about her family. She worried about shrinking in the bathtub. She worried about the crack in the wall. So we can say the first reason is Wimberly worries about the crack in the wall. Okay, and I'm going to kind of write it small. I'm sorry, guys. The crack in the wall. There's my period, okay? Don't forget to write your periods. The next reason is Wimberly, what? Worries about what? Can we say she worries about her doll Petal? Okay. She worries about her doll. What was going on with Petal? Let's go back, because good readers go back. That's a strategy. Even Miss Cuba, sometimes I'm reading and then I lose focus and I go, oh, I forgot what I was just reading. Good readers go back. And I know you guys are working really hard and you guys are good readers. So let's see why she was worried about Petal. Okay. She always worried about Petal. And it says, should Petal have a car seat too? And then it says, Petal's lost. And her mom found her. And then she says, I'll wait for you. She worried about her doll maybe getting lost. Getting lost. Don't forget those big periods, okay? The last reason is Wimberly. What else? Now, she worried about something major. She said this was something she worried about more than anything in her life. We can say Wimberly worried about going to school. Going to school. Oh my gosh, we've written 4 sentences. Is that not amazing? We wrote our topic sentence. Then we wrote 3 sentences about why she worried, why she's a worried character. Now, you can't just say the end. We're not first graders, right? We can't say bye, see you later. What if I just stop my lesson and the end? You'd be like, what's going on? It's kind of strange. We are getting older and we can use fancy words like, in conclusion, Wimberly, what? Okay, so your concluding is, your conclusion is you're going to talk about Wimberly, and then maybe you might want to talk about some of her actions. You can say, in conclusion, Wimberly worried about everything. Okay, so there is your 5-sentence paragraph. Did it have a topic sentence? Yeah, we introduced it with a topic sentence. Okay, did we have some supporting details? Yeah, each of these sentences talked about how she was worried. They didn't talk about anything else, right? And then did we have our concluding sentence? Yes, in conclusion, Wimberly worried about everything. Dudes, you guys are amazing. I'm sorry this video took so long, but we have a lot of things to do. So here's what I want you guys to do, guys. I'm going to put the same sentence frames in your Seesaw. Make sure you're getting into Seesaw. And the last thing I want you to do, Monday and Wednesdays, I have my online office hours from 6 to 8 o'clock at night. So if you need extra help or you were like, Miss Cuba, I didn't get this, log on. I'll be there waiting for you. Have a great day.